The Interrogation of a Police Detective? Was that the one?
This is Oklahoma police detective Michael Neely.
This was the one.
For over a decade, Michael would interrogate suspects as they sat in the same seat that he is sitting in now. Just the day before, Michael and his chief of police, Lucky Miller, had gone on a trip together to attend a law enforcement conference in Florida. While they stayed at a hotel, the staff would receive multiple noise complaints from the room that both officers shared. Security would enter the room and find Michael sitting on top of his deceased police chief.
True Crime Reacts are back. Let it be known.
Martinez, I think you've already met Mr. Tatum.
I'm just going to tweet True Crime.
Mike, before we begin, advise you of your rights, all right?
Yeah.
So tell me, Mike, you guys flew out of Tulsa?
Oklahoma City.
Oklahoma City, okay. And to Pensacola?
Yep.
Was it a direct flight?
Nope.
Law enforcement conferences have to be the biggest collection of domestic violence perps in existence? Yes. You can never have too many hot dogs in one fucking room. It's a sausage party.
Where'd you guys stop?
Houston.
Mm-hmm. Was it a long layover or just a...
Short, pretty short.
So from Houston to Pensacola?
Always Oklahoma?
What time
Yep.
did you guys get in?
I don't even remember. Afternoon sometime.
Did you guys get to run a car?
Yes.
Okay. Enterprise or?
I think it was Enterprise.
Okay. All right, and then from there?
We got to the hotel and that's it.
You got to the hotel. Did you guys make any stops anywhere? Or?
Nope.
After checking into the hotel, both men began drinking and watching a football game in the hotel's restaurant. They started with beer, but then quickly moved to vodka. Both men were extremely intoxicated by the time they made it back to their room.
Any problems or anything going on at crowd? Just a normal dinner or what?
It's normal.
Any drinks there or just dining with?
A couple beers. Yeah.
And I guess from where Krabs is to the hotel, just walked.
Yeah, it's not very far. Yeah, it's just right there.
Was it a early dinner, late dinner, or what?
Pretty early. It was. I don't even think it was dark yet.
All right.
Why are they drinking with each other in a hotel room?
That's
about it. Just watch football game.
Particular team, or just football in general?
That was a Dallas game starting. Dallas and somebody, I don't remember who.
All right. Do you remember hotel staff or hotel employee coming up and telling you guys to keep it down?
I don't remember that.
So what is the last thing you remember as far as that evening up until the football game?
Michael doesn't know that the chief is dead, and he's about to ask in a very strange way.
Well, I mean, I know you're asking me questions, but can I ask you a question?
Absolutely.
Okay, homicide. Who is dead?
Dead.
Dead.
Yes, sir.
If you're a cop and you don't realize that you need a fucking lawyer at this stage, I don't know what to tell you. Like, you've done this already. Like, this is your job. Your job is your job quite literally is to put people in that position. How the fuck? Not all cops know the law. Man, this isn't even about the law, bro. What do you mean? He's interrogated people before. He probably fucking high fives with the rest of the pigs after he's done clapping up another fucking person because they were dumb. They were too dumb, and they started like spitting before a fucking lawyer entered the room. That is always surprising to me. Like, you know your ways. You are a cop. How do you not know?
Okay.
I gotta pee again. Fuck. Can't stop peeing, dude.
So we're trying to figure out what happened.
I guess I probably don't have anything else to say then. I've got nothing to say to you.
All right, sir.
Okay.
Michael invokes his rights, but a trained detective has ways of getting a suspect to talk without asking them questions about the case.
Did you advise him what he was charged with?
No, Michael, you've been charged with second-degree murder.
Okay.
Okay.
I had no idea what I was being charged with.
Yeah, you're being charged with second-degree murder, and you're fixing to be booked in the Escambia County Jail with no bond. And we've already notified your wife
Okay.
and
The victim,
Yes.
I'm assuming.
yes,
Okay.
and
Why is he chilling?
we've notified the department
Okay.
and the task force head.
Okay.
You have any questions for us?
I mean, I've got 1,000 of them, but I mean, it really doesn't make it.
Well, I mean, sure it does. I mean, if you want to talk, we'll sit here and listen to you talk. I mean, we'd love to know what the heck happened. But I mean, that's up to you. I mean, we'll answer your questions, in return. So
I would love to know what happened to, you know.
What, the
well, I mean,
victim?
do you want to continue to talk to us? If
I
you
would
do,
love to
then,
know
I mean,
what
we'll
happened to
tell
the
you what
victim.
happened.
Is he
I mean,
dead?
I would love. I would like to. I would like to know what happened. Because I'm telling you, I don't.
This is a really good. This is a really good defense. In a situation where you're already in a hospital gown, talking to police officers who are telling you that the other cop that you spent the night with is now dead. One really good technique is called feigning ignorance. Cops have no object permanence, and they will be blinded by this question. And they will think, oh, I guess he's asking this question. He must be innocent. Please, go right away. Walk outside.
I don't have any memory of any of this shit, and I'm shocked that it's dead. I mean, it's shocking. Tell you that.
Shocking.
Maybe it could jog my memory. I have no idea. But I don't know.
Do you want to continue talking to us?
Yeah, I mean, I'll.
Bro, he's not even really like that. He's not even trying that hard. Like, he's just like, I'm very shocked. I think I'm shocked. Not entirely certain on how shocked I am, but I think it's a shocking information. Like, what the fuck? Now that is a neutral reaction, okay? He's literally like, he is not being dismissive. I can't tell if he's being dismissive or not because his reaction truly is unimaginably neutral. Respect to him for that one, okay?
Continue to talk. I'd like to know what happened. I mean, if you'll tell me what happened? That'd be great.
Okay. Well, we'll continue this interview with you. It's like I'm trying to get you to figure out what's the last thing you remember.
Mm-hmm.
And if the last thing you remember was watching football, do you remember drinking?
Yeah.
Okay. Were you drinking the vodka?
Yeah, I drank some vodka. Yeah.
And that's why I wanted to figure out if you stopped anywhere because there was a bottle of vodka in the refrigerator. So,
Okay.
like I said, we've all flown on airplanes, and we know you can't carry.
Yeah, that was before dinner. I think that was either before dinner or right after dinner. Bought that vodka. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Because I know being out there, there's that liquor store right, probably to the front and to the right.
Looking real good, brother. You know how it is.
Yep.
That sweet liquor store.
Well, the first call came a little bit after 6, I believe. One of the guys that was in the room next to you didn't say you guys were arguing, just being loud, just laughing, yelling. Probably maintenance or security came
This
up.
is pretty cool, by the way. Just casually chilling and like browsing Reddit on your phone as the other detective is asking another detective who's just done a murder. He's just literally scrolling. Bro, cops love browsing their phones in inappropriate times, dude.
Knocked on your door, answered it. The guy said, "Can you guys keep it down? We got a noise complaint." He said, "Fine, we'll keep it down."
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the next
God damn. How loud were they fucking, dude? They were getting sturdy.
noise complaint came out about 9 minutes till 10 in the evening. This one was from the other neighbor because the one beside you, the first complainant, they moved his room because you guys were continuing just to be loud. Nothing out of sorts, just being loud. This time he can't get anybody to come to the door. All he hears, he's knocking. He hears just grumbling, grunting. Uses his car to get in. Walks in, and you remember the room layout. There's 2 queen beds. He is on the ground between the bed and the wall. You are sitting on his chest. His face is beaten, and he tells you, "Get off of him, get off of him."
What the
Pulls you off of him. You go on the bed, roll off the bed, fall on your face, and that's where the nose and the lip get busted and unresponsive.
Okay.
The statement that was given by the second noise complaint could hear a male saying, "Mike, stop, Mike, stop," and then it just went quiet.
You would think that a detective who is familiar with the law and who has just been charged with homicide would remain silent and ask for a lawyer.
Nope.
So far, Michael has done everything you should not do in his situation. He hasn't shown remorse or sympathy
And also, he's like, bro, this content is sleeper. Is HasanAbi's broadcast on? I'm falling asleep.
for his chief or the chief's family, which would have gone a long way in proving his accidental death. He also hasn't spoken with a lawyer first, so they could discuss his options moving forward.
Dead? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, sir, he's dead. He was found dead between the his bed and the wall. And his face was, his right eye was pretty much swollen shut.
Beat his ass pretty good, didn't I? I mean, whoever did that. Not me, of course. Hey, Weeby, how about you shut the fuck up, okay? I'm sorry that I'm not watching Bill Maher complain about woke culture for the 700th time this month, okay? Jesus fucking Christ. Let other people enjoy things every now and then, okay? My bad. Jesus fucking Christ. Begging to watch the 11th Bill Maher video about woke culture.
Does any of that jog your memory, Mike?
No, it doesn't.
Did you have any kind of animosity or anything like that towards?
Not at all. No.
have you ever had a violent outburst or anything like that before when you were drinking?
No.
Anybody ever told you that you got violent when you drank?
No. Huh. Yeah, that's, I can't believe it.
There's a lot of people, like I said, commander down in your unit said you guys were practically brothers.
Yes.
You were too.
Huh.
It's possible that Michael could very well be in shock, which would explain his behavior. A person suffering from shock will have an altered mental state. Their mind feels like it's in a fog, which slows down their alertness and awareness. They will also be in denial about their situation.
You have any questions for us, Mike?
It's just unbelievable.
Did you make any phone calls? I mean,
I called my wife, earlier in the night. It's, man, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
Okay, never mind. I guess we let him go now.
Why do you say that?
I got no problem. I can't believe what you're telling me. It has happened. I can't believe it. Wow.
Well, this sucks for us just as much as it does for you. I mean, having to arrest a fellow officer, for something like this.
Is dead. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. Huh. And from what? What's he dead from?
well, right now, like I said, we don't know until we have the autopsy.
Right. I'm feeling my hands. My hands don't feel anything. What's he dead from? I don't understand.
I mean, it appears that he's been beat to death by all indicators that we have at this time that we that we can physically see.
Your Honor, you don't understand. I can't feel my hands. They're numb. Therefore, I can't tell you if they hurt or not. They're numb. It feels almost like I've been pummeling a blunt object over and over again. You know what I'm saying?
It gives the appearance that he's beat to death. His head is very swollen. Like we said, his right eye is completely shut. And as he laid there, as time was going on, as we were getting the search warrants and everything together that we needed to do, bruises were starting to show up even more. I mean, you can't think of anything that would have triggered you to jump on?
Nothing. It's nothing. It's unbelievable.
Something happened at some point in time that triggered a reaction from you, and that's what we're just trying to figure out ourselves.
Well,
I mean, we find out that you guys are down here for a damn homicide and crime scene class.
yeah.
We were just trying to recreate one, to study. Got out of control.
Down here and then this mess happens this morning or last night.
It doesn't make any sense that his hands do not look. What the fuck happened to my cursor? Oh. It doesn't make sense that his hands look fine though from this angle.
It just throws all of us for a loop. It throws all your bosses and everything, your partners and everything else for a loop.
Yep.
His right hand has bandages, but that's for IV. Some of you have never woken up in a hospital and it shows, okay?
Got no problem. I don't. It's just unbelievable. I can't. I don't know.
At what point in the game do you remember?
And we went out to eat.
Was the game playing when y'all left to go out to eat?
No, we came back. It was a Dallas game. I don't even know what time it started. He kept wanting to go out. I just kept telling him I don't want to go out. You know, it's a bad idea. You shouldn't go out.
Where was he wanting to go?
In the bar. I don't know nowhere specific, you know.
Did he keep on about it and you got upset about that?
Well, he kept on about it, but I don't remember getting upset about it. You know, he kept on about it. It's like, it seemed later than it was, you know, it seemed late.
Yeah, it's time change, man. It messes everything.
I literally do not understand how, like, what is the purpose? What is this man doing? Is he just like out of his mind? I feel like the big twist in this is going to be that, like, he's experiencing brain death at this very moment from the, alcohol consumption. And that's precisely why that's precisely why he's just responding this way. There's no fucking shot that a person who has like at least 3.5 brain cells would react this way. I'm so sorry. What the fuck is this? Good bush, bad bush. Okay, bro.
Thing up. It gets darker a whole lot quicker, and it does. It seems later than it is.
Yep. And he kept wanting to go out. Let's go to the bar. When you go to the bar, I said that's a bad idea. We shouldn't. Let's not do that. I mean, I wasn't pissed off at him, for God's sakes. Shit. Huh.
Now, I remember you said that he got the bottle of vodka. Were you guys both drinking vodka, or just?
Yeah, I drank vodka with him.
Because that way it'll be something the Emmy's office will need to know, especially when we do the toxicology.
I can't. It's unbelievable. I just cannot believe. I can't believe it.
Michael would be sentenced to life in prison for taking the life.
Wait, what? How? I don't understand. He made such a compelling defense. I cannot believe it. He used these magic words, okay? These 4 magic words. For people who don't know, cops, when you use these 4 magic words, have to let you go. It's I cannot believe it.
Of Police Chief Lucky Miller. Lucky's sister would speak at Michael's sentencing in regards to the death of her brother. She stated, "One of the things I struggle with the most is trying to understand how the person who was his partner and friend and knows all of us was the one who took his life, even when..."
Okay, for the record, it's obvious what happened, right? It's a lover's quarrel, right? No, I said cannot as one, like can't. It screams like, killed him over a sports disagreement? Yeah, okay.
Lucky was pleading with him to stop. "I cannot fathom how a person, especially one who was sworn to serve and protect others..."
What? That's weird that a family member of a cop said, "I cannot believe someone who is sworn to protect and serve would be insanely violent to a partner. Shocking.
Take someone else's life with his bare hands.
And that's where we're at, because like I said, there's our department that's wanting to know what happened, and there's your department wanting to know what happened. And
I get you.
And at that time, like I said, we didn't know what your condition was, whether we were going to get answers or not. And then, like I said, there's more questions than answers. Especially since you guys had such a close relationship to begin with.
Yep.
Anything else?
You got any questions for us, Mike, before we get you across the street?
No, I guess I'm getting booked into jail, and
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yep, we're gonna get you booked in the jail and put in special housing over there so that you're not back there with the heads and stuff.
right.
And protective custody. You're not wanting to harm yourself or anything, are you?
No,
Okay. Do you have any kind of medical issues?
not that I'm aware of.
Okay. You don't take any kind of.
Kind of wild. He's just tanking it, dude. Did he not realize what's happening to him? He's just like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, lock me up. Come on, I'm done.
You take asthma medication, right?
Yeah, I've got some inhalers.
Is that something that you have to have every day?
No, it's as needed. Usually, yeah, I take the one usually every day, but it's not. I don't know if it's doing any good or not. But one of them that I need sometimes.
Well, just make sure that you tell them that over there when that nurse is talking with you.
Mm-hmm.
That you tell them all that so that they can get that stuff for you.
He just lost his best friend, man. Give him a break. Jesus Christ.
I just,
Where's my compassion? You're right.
I can't. I just can't believe it. It's unbelievable.
Well, that's what we're just trying to figure out. You know, I mean, things happen. Bad things happen
Yep.
sometimes, and there is no excuse for it, no reason why. We don't know. It's a moment in time where I guess you don't realize what's going on.
Dang.
Car's going with him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank
All right,
you.
I'll let you all check.
This is Investigator Martinez with the Escambia County Sheriff's Office. Interview and is conducted at the Hilton on Pensacola Beach, 12 Via de Luna.
For the people asking TLDR, you're literally about to find out. This is going to be the TLDR. The security who arrived at the room is going to tell you.
Present during this interview is Deputy Sheriff Lloyd and John Gardner. Can you state your name for the record, sir?
John Garner?
Mr. Gardner, are you employed with the Hilton, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How long have you been employed?
Since April of 2018.
Okay. Mr. Gardner, what are some of your duties here at the Hilton?
I'm in charge of maintenance of the property on nights.
Okay. Were you working on the day of the homicide here at the Hilton?
Yes.
What?
Okay. Can you tell me about that night or that evening?
The fuck? They ripped his legs? He ripped his pant leg off? What the fuck? Or did they cut it because he had an injury or something? No.
Started off all normal. No worries.
Yeah, EMTs probably did it.
The room in question had a service call at approximately 6 o'clock for a TV remote. Went up to the room and saw the two gentlemen. Everything was fine, including the TV remote, which is in the room on the table.
Okay. Did you go in the room to?
Not at that time. I was standing in the doorway and I saw the TV remote, and then all.
Bro, that is the most. Yes, dude. Oh Oh my God, dude. That is so. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's like he has a class ring for like policing. I love that.
Not at that time. I was standing in the doorway and I saw the TV remote, and then all
State
I asked
investigator,
is,
drug
"Are the
task
batteries
force."
good?" And he said, "Let me check." So we checked, and everything was fine.
Okay.
And then I left.
All right. Was that first time also any time someone, as far as you getting noise complaints about the room, or was that?
There was no noise complaints at that time.
Okay. So the second time you went up to the room, what was that?
The second time was a noise complaint from the guest in room 525. And we wound up moving those guests to another room, and I told one of the gentlemen that
Got a tactical bag.
just brought his head to the door with it just open slightly, that we have a noise complaint and you guys need to calm down. This is your first warning. And he said, okay.
Dude, if you were to describe to me what kind of flip-flops a cop would wear, immediately this would come to mind, okay? Like, I can't imagine more cop-like flip-flops, like tactical Under Armour flip-flops, because it ain't gay. It's fucking in the middle of your toes, right? Flip-flops, they're kind of gay, but these are tactical. They're Under Armour, brother, you know? So it's all right.
We'll calm them down.
Okay. And what about the next time?
Next time
I can see him wearing cargo shorts with these flip-flops. Okay? Like, I know the fattest pockets on them cargo shorts. And the cargo shorts are so long, they might as well be pants. Okay? They're definitely below the knee cargo shorts. With the biggest pockets. You know he has skin-tight Oakleys on. My man's got skin-tight Oakleys on, and he's wearing the Under Armour.
After the guest in 529 had a noise complaint, and
ew, why the fuck would you? Oh, I guess maybe this was out. I was about to say, why would you? He did not put this in his toiletries bag, right?
then they actually, after they made a noise complaint, they came down and said it all of a sudden went silent. We don't hear anything. And so I went up to the room and I knocked on the door, 527, announced myself as maintenance security.
I love when security guys get all cop-like. I tactically ascertained that there was a kerfuffle happening and immediately announced myself and gave an ocular pat down in the room where I noticed that one cop was on top of the other.
And all I got was a grunt in return. I knocked on the door one more time, announced myself again. All I got was a grunt in return. Third time, knock, grunt, and then I called on the radio down to the front desk and told them I'm going into the room. I'm not getting anybody to come to the door, and all I'm hearing is a grunting noise. They said, okay, you're authorized to go in. I went, opened the door, announced myself. I could not see anybody other than someone's feet on the floor between the bed and the wall. I walked in further, saw one gentleman sitting on top of the other gentleman, and I told him he needed to get up, and all he would do was grunt. I observed some blood on the sheets.
This is exactly why I refuse to go to sleep first in a sleepover. Why? Because you think your homie's going to brutally murder you with his bare hands? Like, the worst is going to happen is like they're going to draw a dick on your face, my man. You know what I mean?
I need to lock that. Yep, just for a few minutes. Let's see. He was sitting on top of the gentleman. I told him to get up. All he did was grunt, and I said, okay. Observed some blood on the sheets. And I asked him one more time, get up off the gentleman. The gentleman that was laying on the floor, I kind of noticing him, if any movement on his chest was happening. I didn't notice any. So then I called down to the front desk on my radio and said, call for the deputies. And I asked the gentleman to get up off the other one. All he did was grunt again. This whole time his eyes were just barely open and closing.
Okay. When you say his eyes were barely open, are we talking the guy on the ground or the one that was on his chest?
The one that was on his chest.
Okay.
I couldn't see the gentleman's face on the ground. A third time asking him to get up.
Safe to say he's not
He
complying.
did not. He grunted. I got up on the bed, grabbed the gentleman sitting, grabbed him by the arm up near the shoulder, pulled him off to have him fall on the bed.
I just don't understand how, like, is this a thing that happens? Like, what the fuck? He was just like in a blackout coma, in a murderous rage. Like, it's like a wild moment.
And I noticed the gentleman on the floor, his face was discolored.
Why didn't he shoot him? He's not a cop. He's a security guy. Probably doesn't have a gun.
And then I called on the radio, called for the ambulance, the rescue squad. And then the gentleman that was sitting on him, I then realized he's on the floor, face first in the carpet. And I didn't do any more until, other than going to the door and just observing the one on the floor staying still, as far as the gentleman I pulled off. And there was still no movement from the other gentleman that was being sat on.
And that was the one between the bed and the wall?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I just waited for the deputies to arrive, and then they took over the room.
Okay. So when you said you waited, were you waiting in the
Doorway.
the threshold of the door?
Yes.
And the door was open, no one came in, no one left?
Other than me, no one went in that room.
Okay. So, and the gentleman that
And I was keeping the door open mainly to keep an eye on the gentleman that was face first that I pulled off.
Okay. So when you said you got on the bed, you pulled him up, did he come up onto the bed with you? Or did you
No,
pull
I
him?
was on the bed. I was standing on the mattress.
Okay, yeah.
And I grabbed him by, like I said, the upper arm and shoulder area, and I pulled him to get him off. I was intending him to stay on the bed.
Okay.
I wasn't actually trying to throw him across the room, but I don't know.
Okay. All right. So, and the gentleman you saw sitting on, we'll say it's the victim that was laying on the ground between the wall and the bed.
So he's
is
the
one
victim.
that
We'll say he's the victim, but they were probably doing some gay stuff, so I don't even want to say that. But we'll say he's the victim in this.
was laying face down near the dresser.
What do you mean? We'll say he's the victim. He's dead, dog. What do you mean?
foot of the bed, correct? He's the same guy that EMS attended to once they arrived.
As far as I know, the EMS attended both of them.
Okay, but he's the one that got removed from the room. Were you there when he got
Yes.
transported?
Yes.
Okay.
The one they transported was the one I pulled off, the one that was sitting on
The chest.
the chest of the guy between the bed and the wall.
Okay. All right. And then you also provided us the log of the card reader on the door, correct?
I did.
Okay. And that'll show the time that you went into the room?
Yes, it will.
All right. Is there anything else that you think that is important that you can remember more about that evening?
What's important? Nothing glaring at me.
Okay. All right. Will you raise your right hand for me? You swear or affirm what you tell me today is the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, it is.